Ready? Hey everyone, welcome again to Empress Linkup, the places where you just vibe out and talk about anything that you want to talk about. This is episode 2. I'm Ali.
I'm Jamelia.
And I'm Georgia.
And so today's topic is about
Queen. Queen. No, it was perfect.
It's Empress Linkup. Good vibes and peace. It's Empress Linkup.
Queen or not?
queen or not. Are you a queen or not? So, who want to
So
lead
where
this?
do we start with this? Okay, basically, I feel in this modern day society, there's misconceptions of what a queen should be, what standard queens are supposed to be held to, and honestly, I feel it's more about a personal thing. Like, why do you think you're a queen? Why do you feel you are a queen? What do you possess that makes you a queen?
Right.
And a lot of people, they, if you don't fit into that box, or if you don't fit in a certain category and limit yourself to the standards that someone else set for you, then basically, oh, you're not a queen. Oh, that's not a queen thing to do. Behavior, dressing, the way you talk, your posture, anything. And I think that's something that we as women, and mainly women, we need to change society's outlook on that, because I think whatever you think you are, that's what you are.
Right. So, I mean, if you look on social media, scrolling down, you see these comparison memes. I just learned how to say that word properly. Memes. And you will see, like, queen, you have someone with, let's say, a head wrap, with locks, you have the ankh, you have all of these ethnic jewelry and artifacts on you. And then at the other side, you have a bad bee, right? So you have, maybe she has her hair them lay for God.
Edges.
The edges, dip on fleek, everything. She has on like probably a skimpy dress or something. And both of them have on a skimpy clothing, but you label one as something foreign from this kind of paradigm of what you think is an empress. So what do you guys think about that?
But that just goes to show you like what type of society we live in. Everything is based off the physical. So nobody even really cares. People not thinking about what's on the inside. They only care about how you seemingly portray yourself. So any heathen could dress up in
Same thing.
You could dress all
Empress
modest,
clothes, right?
Yeah, and then carry yourself
biggest
nothing.
head wrap, and you be the
nastiest thing
nastiest
out
person
there.
ever. And then you can have that girl where maybe she hasn't evolved yet into physically portraying something that she's not used to, or being afraid in that essence. And maybe she's still wearing her weave, and she's still like her high
She's
heels,
keeping herself together.
but that doesn't mean she's not a queen in her own right.
Right.
Remember, everybody is on a journey.
Right.
So she's doing her thing, and then you have the heathens over here that look like they're doing their thing, and they're not doing nothing. So I think once we start getting away from the physical, then maybe you can. But it happens all the time. It's like we can't even help it.
But some people would say, well, images are the first thing you see. I don't know you, so I'm gonna judge you based off of your look. And your look tell me you have your head wrapped, you must be conscious. Does that even make sense?
To some people it do.
It doesn't, because like you said, to some people it does, but why to me it doesn't is because also we're ever changing. We're people who evolve. Like from the moment we're born, we're constantly on. Like change is the only thing that's constant.
Yeah.
So it's like I might feel like, oh, all right, today I wake up and like, all right, I want to put on my head wrap. And then another day I might have a bad mood. I'll be like, listen, I don't want to deal with that. But they might catch me on that off day, or a day where I just was like, forget.
Yeah.
And then they be like, oh, well, today you're not looking like a queen, so I'm not going to treat you, a certain way. But no, you will treat me accordingly. I don't care how I'm dressed.
For real.
Another thing I noticed is a lot of it comes from a misogynistic point of view. That's one thing I'm really noticing, because it's a lot of men that are like, oh, you don't look like the type of girl I want to bring home to my mother or something. But it's just like, I know many of those women that don't dress or look that way, and they have more to offer, as opposed to the one that looks all holy and, you know, more well brought up or whatever.
Right.
And it's about the mentality, but people are more focused on, like you said, the exterior.
Yeah. But then you have to ask yourself, like, what is a queen? And who puts a definition or
Exactly.
Who sets a standard?
who sets a standard of
Exactly.
what a queen is? And in my opinion, I don't think it should be based off anything someone is doing or some people do, because people do things and it change all the time. I think it should be like what you feel within yourself, where you have brought
Your state of
yourself,
mind.
your state of mind, where you are with your own evolution.
Right.
And you set that standard. So if you feel like you've come into a point in your life where, you know what, I know myself, and I know that everything that has happened in my past has brought me to where I am now,
Right.
and I feel that queen is inside of me.
Right.
Then I can call myself a queen, and then that energy will transfer to other people. But it's not necessarily because what do queens do?
It's the influence you have on others and what you're putting into the world. Whatever energy you're putting out, that's what makes you a queen.
I mean, definitely for me, I think being a queen is just being yourself and being true to yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like that, right? But I feel as though honesty is what separates, I don't even know how to put it. I feel like once you're honest with yourself, you're able to kind of evolve. You can see the good parts of yourself, and then you can pinpoint those areas that really
You need to, where you want to alter or
working
change.
on. And I think being true to yourself is what really makes you a queen.
Owning your own existence, as opposed to someone else's label.
Right.
It's just like, okay, this is me and my individuality. I think that's honestly what it's about.
Right.
Being your own person.
And we have to also recognize that, or just put it out there, that there's like a revolution going on now where you see, especially African American Black women, they coming into themselves. Like they're saying, you're no longer Babylon.
And you're not about to tell me
certain things, because now I'm coming into myself and I'm bringing back the ancestral things, and I'm connecting to my roots, and now this is what it is. So even, let's not even be people that even judge, right? So even if you see somebody and you know that person, they wearing the head wrap, they wearing the bindis and the tikas and all of that, and they're not really there to what you think a queen is, we shouldn't even judge, because just the fact that they see that there's a difference in the way you look, people respond to you of how you look differently. It's a step closer to where they need to be.
I don't know if I agree with that. Hold on. Okay. I agree with the part with not judging, but I'm all about being honest. Okay. And I don't think that faking it is the way to go. As in, okay, well, I'm going to just dress like this to portray this image. I'd rather you not dress like nothing.
Yeah.
You want to wear your weave, wear your weave. You want to wear short pants, wear short pants. I'd rather it be genuine and
rather
like
than trending.
Than trending. I don't respect that. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a good point.
I don't respect that.
And honesty is good, but at the same time, I'm not gonna look at you like, let's say I know that you're a person that do certain things that wouldn't be called queen-like, right? I'm not gonna look at you and say, you know what, Irene, you can't wear none of this stuff because for one moment you're not doing something that's queen-like.
No,
everybody has to. Everybody needs to go through those things to even get to anywhere. So if you want to start off, I'm okay with honesty. Don't get me wrong, I love honesty. But if you want to start off saying, you know what, I'm not fully there, but I'm starting to embrace.
Oh no,
certain things.
no. I agree with that.
Will dethrone you now because
No. I'm not saying that you shouldn't dress up as a part, but make sure that it's genuine and that you're being honest and not saying, oh, I am this namaste person, I am this, something, but you're not
really
there.
like that.
I'm not saying not to dress there because you're not to that level yet. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that it has to come with the same.
From
It
a
has
place
to
of sincerity.
Yeah, it has to come from a place of sincerity and not trying to fake it to look a part. I rather you be the part than to look the part. That's how I look at it.
But also to add to that, I feel like for us, because of our upbringing and we're deep rooted in more Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean upbringing. So it's like certain things that are, you know, that come from us or that are like innate to us, you know, that we relate to automatically. Some other people might see that and want to dress like that, but they don't necessarily know about it. So they might take onto it and see that as, this is, oh, I like how she carries herself, so I want to do that. I want to be like that.
And nothing is wrong with that.
That could be what trending also comes from.
Once it's sincere and it's not kind of like, oh, because it look cute. It's because, wow, I want to aspire to that, but I'm going to be true to myself and true to learning what I'm rocking.
But you have a lot of people out there right now that this is just a trend, and when the trend ends, it ends, and then you move on to the next trend. So
I guess I could agree with you in that sense then, that it's a good trend to have.
Yeah, if we're gonna have a trend.
If we're gonna have a trend, then I guess
no, as long as they're trying to make their mentality match the exterior. That's the main thing. Yes. I feel like a lot of these people are like, well, I don't need to carry myself a certain way because it's like false advertisement in a sense, but also who is making the rules when you think about it. So it's like we might think it's false advertisement, but they're like, listen, I'm being me, but I like to dress this way too. So it's like it's a double standard, but at the same time, it's kind of like a paradox, you know. So, but that's why it's up to the individual once again, like to say, you know what,
yourself too.
I think I'm a queen because this, and you're not gonna put me to these standards because in your book you think you know, you know, it's all about how a person thinks and the psyche of a person, and also if the person's willing to be open-minded to other things, you know, rather than just like how do I say it? I don't want to say standards again, but just a whole bunch of limits. It's just so much limits.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, if you remove those brackets that they put off you, then what? Okay, what is it? Just another label.
I just don't like that women who don't look that part are always criticized, and you never spoke to them. You don't know how their mind is. You don't know how they think. You don't know their heart. But you look at them and you see, well, a weave, so you must be self-hating. Oh, that's another story. Lord have mercy.
Next episode.
Stay tuned. And we don't touch on that.
Yeah. For real.
So you're saying you can meet a person, right, with you can meet a female, and she have a 32-inch weave, the little booty shorts, and like, you know, running around in all types of videos and stuff and doing all types of things, and
popping that.
And she can be a queen.
Well, if I never spoke to her, okay, on first, as human beings again, we meet people and we have judgments. That's just a survival thing. We see things and we're like, okay, should I back up? That's nature. But to go on this deep, what's the thing called?
Preconceived notion.
Right. To go on like this whole analysis of someone, and I didn't even speak to you. That girl with that 42-inch weave might just be smart, might just be, you know, she might not be a thought, like some people want to call them. She just might be very smart. Now, if I'm curious, I'm going to ask her like, oh, how come you have this weave in? And then from there, I'm going to know what your mindset is like.
Yeah.
Because then, logically, you're going to have to say that someone with locks, oh, they're conscious, they're loving, they're this, and you never spoke to them. They could be a pagan.
You start to get to know that.
Yeah, they could be evil.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I would rather speak to someone and know what their mindset is before I label you and say, oh, you're conscious, and you're this.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. But see, I like that we're able to, you know, have different opinions, or well, not only different opinions, but have different perspectives on it, and then able to play devil's advocate and see that, you know, the way that we might think, you know, it doesn't have to always be on the same accord, but, you know, we're willing to be open-minded and say, all right, you know what, that does make sense. You know what, you're right. Next time I might not be so judgmental because, like you said, we all have that in us. Yeah. I'm sure I've looked at women before and I'm like,
this scatter.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, coming from a Jamaican household.
No, I'm telling you, sometimes I have to catch myself from doing that because of I've just been very raised to be modest and modest looking and all of that stuff, and then you know, I see this girl, I'm like, oh God, why she look like she don't have no kind of home training, no kind of decency, nothing. Yeah. But you know, I don't know her life, I don't know how she thinks, and that's just something that I have to keep telling myself, like, you don't know her, like, relax yourself.
That's coming from parts of us growing up now and evolving into our queendom. Right. Is taking a step back to be like, damn, I was wrong when I judged her. Or even, like you said, make the preconceived notion and be like, you know, I still give her a second chance. Let me, or not even second chance, but let me get into her mind a little. Okay, I was wrong, and that's being a queen.
But all you see is even when you have women that just act like that, it's not necessarily that they don't want to be a queen. They just don't know. You know, it comes out of not even having an example, not being taught that there is an example. Right. So it's just like sometimes you find people that's all they know. Right. They don't know anything else. They haven't been around anybody that exudes a certain amount of, you know, feng shui about themselves that they can bleed off. You know, it's just like they don't know anything else, so they just do what they see.
Yeah, and that's a big thing in our community too, because we come from now generations of mostly twerking videos. Not to say if they're twerking, they're not, you know, queens, but a lot of the times we might look at she's a thot, look at her, showing her, and honestly, that also is part of our culture, certain aspects of it, but it's the intention behind it. Some we know are doing it for sakes of seduction and attention, and
I have a good question.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something too. Go ahead.
Do you think you can be a queen and be ratchet at the same time?
I think so.
Well,
all of us have that in us.
You know.
But what
I mean, define
ratchet?
That's a good question though. You know what you see on social media and all?
We live in Brooklyn, and some of the stuff that's normal for Brooklyn, like, listen, we do that. So
or is it a contradiction to say that you're all like righteous and then ratchet? Is that like a contradiction?
That's what I'm asking.
That's what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Can you do both? Can you sing these
there's
trap songs?
There's a time and a place for both of those things, alright?
Wait, can you sing these trap songs and throw your money around, and then next thing you know, I see you tomorrow?
Well, I ain't throwing my money nowhere but the bank. Let me think about it back in my wallet.
Wait,
okay?
I see you today, right? You don't got weave, but let's say you have you know.
You could use me as an example. Last Saturday night, I had in my coolie weave, you know, Indian weave, you know, a nice little cute dress. Yeah. The shoes them look proper, you know, to a reggae party, you know, dance up and thing. And then the next day, open mic.
Well, new being queened up.
Hello.
Politics, right? Got a politics.
Yeah. That's so can you be both? Well, obviously, because you're saying that's what you are.
I mean, my ratchet and other people ratchet is not the same kind of ratchet. You know, I have a little bit of spice and a little attitude and you know something about me. Yeah. But I wouldn't say I go out of my way to jump on my head top and broad out and do all of these things. But I have a moment where I just want to vibe out.
Yeah, because when I'm hanging out with you guys and we hear certain music, I'll feel comfortable. But I'm not going everywhere and be like, oh, look at me. You know what I mean? So it's I feel like it's a time and a place for everything.
Okay. So you can't
need a balance. Hashtag I can be both. Hashtag.
So basically what we can say is that being a queen is not based on anything physical. right? We can just say that there's certain qualities or characteristics that you can have that can really elevate you to queen status.
Like being a great friend or a great neighbor, a great mother, taking care of your responsibilities and just making sure that people around you are taken care of or in good mental standing, and also at least making sure that you can elevate those around you in some way, shape, or form.
Definitely being yourself, you know, being true to yourself, true to your journey, learning from your mistakes, and strengthening, you know, other amazing qualities about yourself. So yeah, that's what a queen is. Queen or not? Are you a queen or not?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Oh.